Right now, a picture puts a Sun Prairie student in custody. We'll tell you what happened and what police found when they looked into it.
Also buzzing with energy, public health teams are working hard and quickly to get ready for another round of vaccinations at the Alliant Energy Center.
Plus, between COVID and elections, there's no shortage of misinformation out there. We'll meet the Madison team focused on weeding out the fake news. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Thanks for joining us. Rain is continuing to come down in southern Wisconsin.
The wet weather has been soaking the area all day, so when will we see some sun? Well, let's get a look at your certified, most accurate forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is on the weather patio. Gary?
Well, the rain was a little more widespread this morning. Now we're starting to see some breaks. I know when Austin was out here at 4 o'clock, there were some showers. It's now dry in the backyard, at least not raining. There's still puddles around here, but visible cloud track shows plenty of clouds across Wisconsin as a slow-moving storm lifts northward. But you can see the more concentrated areas of rain to our west across parts of eastern Iowa, with the showers lifting northward across the southern portion of Wisconsin. Some thunderstorms down to the south in Illinois may reach us sometime later on this evening. But right now, from Madison southward, conditions are pretty much rain-free. Visibility, though, dropping to as low as 2.5 miles in Lone Rock. Most areas around 5 to 10 miles in some light fog. And we'll see some areas of fog form overnight with light winds. Low temperatures this morning start off very mild. Here in Madison, we only dropped to 62. But temperatures right now are in the mid to upper 60s thanks to the showers. Janesville, though, has risen to 73 degrees. By tomorrow morning, look for a low of about 60 with fog and some showers and thunderstorms overnight. Tomorrow, still some scattered showers and thunderstorms with a high of 72. But more sunshine means warmer weather for the weekend. I'll have the details on that in the forecast in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. A Snapchat threat from a Sun Prairie student to a staff member that involved a gun led to the school being put on a secure hold. Sun Prairie police say they are questioning that student after they allegedly posted several images on Snapchat, which included statements made toward a staff member, and a separate post had an image of a handgun. The district spokesperson said the student is being interviewed by police, but no students or staff are in any danger. Officials say they did locate a firearm off school grounds. The school was put on a secure hold for about an hour while police investigated. Madison police continue to search for the suspect in a Labor Day weekend homicide. Officers released new images of the suspect, Jeremiah Kane. There's currently an active arrest warrant out for him for first-degree intentional homicide. This is related to the shooting death of 20-year-old Nicholas Cook. Happened in the 4600 block of Martha Lane. Cook found with gunshot wounds, taken to a hospital where he later died. Officials say Kane should be considered armed and dangerous.
Pfizer is now asking the FDA for emergency use authorization for its vaccine for children ages 5 through 11. The company's trial data showed a dose 1/3 the size used in adults, and children 12 and over produced strong immune responses in children when using the same 2-dose regimen as in adults. Pfizer submitted that data to the FDA last month, but didn't say until today that it is asking for emergency use authorization.
Look, I know the vaccination requirements are tough medicine. Unpopular with some, politics for others, but they're life-saving. They're game-changing for our country.
The FDA is promising quick action on Pfizer's vaccine for children, saying a panel will meet later this month to debate the evidence.
Public Health Madison and Dane County getting ready this week for a big day next week.
They hope to see high demand and perhaps the final key step in ending the pandemic. Adam Duxter joins us live from the Alliant Energy Center with what's going on there. Adam?
Starting next Tuesday, the arena at the Alliant Energy Center will be the newest vaccination site for Public Health Madison-Dane County, starting first for booster shots for those who qualify, but eventually even down the road becoming a main hub for kids to be able to get the vaccine as well. Officials with Public Health Madison-Dane County say they'll start with about 200 vaccine doses a day here, but could end up handling about 1,000 a day depending on demand. Vaccine Deputy Sarah Hughes admitted what we all know, and that's it's impossible to predict what will happen next. But she says this could be one of the last things this county needs to do to beat COVID once and for all.
Our hope is that this kind of push right now of getting boosters for the general population that needs it, and then looking ahead to 5 to 11-year-olds, and then hopefully in the coming months for that last youngest age group, that will be this kind of last push for this initial COVID response.
Vaccinations at the new Alliance site will be by appointment only. And coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear what health leaders in our community and in our hospitals have to say about both the booster and clearing the shot for kids. You'll have that in less than an hour.
Adam, thank you. Over 54% of the state's population has completed its COVID vaccine series, while 57% has received at least one shot. And no change in the vaccination rate in Dane County. Currently, 71.2% of residents have completed the series.
Flu season is here, but a new survey shows many Americans don't plan on getting a flu shot. In a new study by the National Foundation for Infectious Disease, 44% said they weren't sure or weren't planning to get their yearly flu shot. That includes 1 in 4 people who have a higher risk for flu complications. Most of those people said they believe the flu shot doesn't work very well. Health experts say this year's flu season could be worse than average. That's because last year's flu season was relatively mild because of COVID-19, social distancing, and all the mask wearing.
Spotting fake news is often easier said than done, even when you work in this business.
UW-Madison researchers want to help, and they're dedicating the next 9 months to it. Anna Hansen shows us how.
These days, information is at our fingertips. But Mike Wagner views that as a blessing and a curse.
Some people use social media strategically to spread disinformation.
That's why the UW-Madison professor is teaming up with Georgia Tech and Washington State universities to investigate misinformation on social media. Wagner hopes their work goes beyond simply correcting popular misconceptions.
What we want to be able to do is identify who the folks are who are spreading misinformation.
A $750,000 grant from the National Science Foundation's Convergence Accelerator will support the 9-month project. But it's not just about finding and flagging misinformation. They hope to help fact-checkers and journalists spread the truth.
In all those spaces, we can start to think about where can we detect where misinformation flowing and what kind of misinformation is actually flowing there. Ultimately, the learning we do from that, we hope to be able to work with fact checkers to actually, as they put their stories out, to help them know where to direct those stories.
Wagner says there are a variety of factors playing into the spread of misinformation.
We don't necessarily have the time to process all of the information we are being inundated with.
Which is why Wagner and his team are dedicating their time.
We're all very busy.
To make sure the truth reaches you first. In Madison, Anna Hansen, News 3.
If the project is successful, they'll start a 2-year program during which researchers will develop a prototype database for fact checkers.
Republican lawmakers are unveiling legislation to address Wisconsin's housing shortage. The legislative package will include reforms to cut burdensome regulations, reform outdated industry practices, and equip families with greater resources to rebuild, restore, and renovate their homes. Lawmakers say the median age of a homeowner in Wisconsin is 33 years old.
Dane County has been awarded a $2.5 million grant from the U.S. federal government to combat youth homelessness. The Youth Homelessness Demonstration Program grant, or YHDP, will help develop permanent housing to serve youth aging out of the foster care system and facing the prospect of becoming homeless. The Department of Housing and Urban Development awarded $142 million to 33 communities, Dane County among the only 22 non-rural communities that were selected.
State officials are checking up on local businesses that received state grants during the pandemic. Wisconsin Department of Administration Secretary Joel Brennan visited Lone Girl Brewing in Waunakee today. Secretary Brennan is seeing how the Badger Bounce Back effort and investments from the state have helped local restaurants, bars, and businesses bounce back during the pandemic and how they plan on growing in the future.
Hearing the individual stories of not only in hopefully how some of these dollars are helping, but how communities are helping and everybody's pitching in, it's invigorating. It's kind of a, all about Wisconsin's resilience, but it also shows us that we still got a lot of work to do. There's still a lot of recovery to be done here in our state.
Besides Lone Girl Brewing, Secretary Brennan visited the Schumacher Farm, Octopi Brewing, and Hubbard Avenue Diner in Middleton.
The Sun Prairie home of an F-16 pilot who was killed in a crash while training last year is now paid off in full. That's thanks to a national foundation. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation says it's paid off the home of U.S. Air Force Major Durwood Hawk Jones as one of 50 mortgages paid for Gold Star families and fallen police officers and firefighters across the country. Jones died in December of 2020 when his F-16 that took off from Truax Field in Madison crashed in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. He left behind a wife and 2 young children.
The inventor of the Lambo Leap is jumping in to help start a nonprofit that will get kids into video production. Packers Hall of Famer Leroy Butler explained what Game Night Productions is doing at a gathering in Wisconsin Dells this morning. The nonprofit aims to bring communities together through athletics. The program also enhances each school's culture and launches a professionally produced show that trains and utilizes students' unique passions and gifts.
What we're basically trying to do is have the kids in the community get jobs doing production, lighting, camera work, the stuff that you're doing. Because kids kind of want to do it, but they didn't know how. We're going to show them how to do that. And a part of
Well, some good news for Badger fans. Quarterback Graham Mertz expected to be available against the Illini on Saturday. In his weekly press conference, head coach Paul Chris said Mertz, along with tight end Jake Ferguson, practiced this week after both suffered chest injuries in the Michigan loss. Kickoff for the matchup in Champaign on Saturday, set for 2:30.
The Brewers are bringing new items to their menu during their playoff run. The new items include a Bratzilla, which is a brat with deep-fried sauerkraut and topped with secret stadium sauce, served on a pretzel bun. A corn brat, which is a brat dipped in cornbread batter, and a deep-fried Italian beef sandwich, and a full-count Cristo, along with salted caramel toffee pretzels and a s'mores pretzel. Our News 3 Now this morning have a tough assignment. They're going to try them all tomorrow morning at American Family Field ahead of the Brewers game as they take on the Atlanta Braves.
Well, we're down to the final 4 products for Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce Coolest Thing Made in Wisconsin contest. It includes glazers made by Quick Trip, the Verado outboard engine, that's from Mercury Marine, a 140-ton Navy crane, and the Cat electric rope shovel. The final round of voting starts today. It'll run for a week. You can vote once per day at madeinwisc.com. A Texas law banning essentially all abortions is now suspended. More details on a judge's decision. That's next at 5.
And how Team Rubicon is leading the effort to help the Afghan refugees at Fort McCoy. We'll have that story coming up next hour at 6.
And on Wall Street, the Dow surging 338 points today. The Nasdaq up 152. The S&P jumps 36. And we'll be right back.
The ultimate sale is happening now at Ashley Home Store. Get ultimate discounts up to 50% off and get a bonus 10% off our sale prices at checkout. Plus 3 years interest-free financing with no minimum purchase. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Attention Madison and South Central Wisconsin homeowners. The time is here to finally do something about that old, outdated bath. Mad City Baths, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, is your trusted local source for baths, tub-to-shower conversions, and walk-in tubs installed in as little as 1 day. Infused with microban antimicrobial protection to resist mold and mildew, backed with a lifetime warranty. It's our spooktacular savings event. Save $400 with interest-free financing for 6 months and a $25 Walmart gift card with estimate. But call during this program. We'll double your savings. Save $800 on a new bath or shower with 12 months interest-free financing. And double it to a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. Plus, act now and get $250 in Mad City cash towards your next home improvement project. Dial 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Menards has everything to give your bathroom a fresh, updated look. Create your dream bathroom with Lion's great selection of showers, bathtubs, and surrounds to fit your style and budget. Right now, it's all 11% off. Complete your update with a new bath faucet. Tuscany faucets are available in a wide variety of styles and finishes to choose from. Save on everything for your bathroom update and get 11% off all Tuscany faucets.
Save big money at Menards.
At 6, a group of veterans has been stepping up to help out Afghan refugees at Fort McCoy. Our Susan Simon brings you the story behind Team Rubicon.
Also, a new COVID-19 booster shot clinic is coming to the Alliant Energy Center. We'll tell you when it's happening and how it'll work tonight at 6.
The Ultimate Appliance Sale is happening now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get ultimate savings on special buys and doorbusters at up to 40% off. Plus ultimate no-interest financing for 12 months. Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline and coming soon to East Springs Drive.
Coats for Kids needs kid-sized winter coats.
At least 6,000 of them to make sure every child in our area stays warm.
Please help us reach our goal. Donate gently used kid-sized winter coats to Clinky Cleaners.
They'll be cleaned and sent to the Community Action Coalition for distribution.
Don't have a kid's coat to give? Go to Channel 3000 and use the Amazon wish list to donate.
Track our progress on News 3 Now and Magic 98. Then donate to Coats for Kids.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Abortions have resumed in some Texas clinics after a federal judge ordered a temporary suspension of a new law banning most abortions in the state. In a 113-page opinion, the judge said from the moment SB 8 went into effect, women have been unlawfully prevented from exercising control over their lives. The court will not sanction one more day of this offensive deprivation of such an important right.
Basically, what you saw the Department of Justice arguing is the substance of this law. There's no way it can be squared with our current precedent, which is Roe v. Wade.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott signed the measure, which took effect last month, outlawing abortions once embryonic activity is detected. That's usually around 6 weeks before some women know they're pregnant. Private citizens can sue people who help patients get an abortion. In a statement, the Biden administration cautioned the fight has only just begun, and it's unclear when abortion services might resume in Texas.
The teen accused of injuring 4 people during a shooting at a high school in Texas has been released. 18-year-old Timothy Simpkins released on a $75,000 cash bond from Arlington today, the jail there. One of the victims is in critical condition at a hospital. Another person said to be in good condition. One has been released from the hospital. Another did not require treatment. Simpkins' family lawyer says he was trying to protect himself and made a bad decision to take a gun to school. He's been charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
There is new evidence in the Gabby Petito case and the manhunt for her former fiancé. Brian Laundrie's father is now helping officials inside the Carlton Nature Reserve. Authorities discovered a fresh campsite that has become the focus of the massive search. Chris Laundrie went to the area today to help point out some of Brian's favorite trails. That is according to the family's lawyer. It comes as the Laundries have altered the official timeline of when they last saw Brian. They are now telling police he went missing on September 13th, not the 14th. The FBI says Gabby Petito's remains were recovered September 11th. I'm sorry, I think that's a typo. In Wyoming, where the couple was last seen together, a coroner determined she died by homicide.
The death toll from flash floods caused by torrential rains in Alabama has risen to 4. Forecasters say as much as 13 inches of rain from a slow-moving front covered roads, trapping people in cars and homes. All 4 of the deaths occurred when water swept away vehicles, and the victims include a 4-year-old girl who died in northeast Alabama.
And a rainy day here. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has your forecast. Gary?
Unfortunately, we're not dealing with flooding rains here, but we say this time and time again, don't drive into areas where water covers the road, because once the vehicle starts to float, and it takes about 2 feet of water or less to start floating a vehicle, you're going wherever that water is going to take you. So just turn around, find another route. Turn around, don't drown. This is the saying from the National Weather Service. So you're not going to get flooding with rainfall amounts like this, but a narrow band of about 1 to maybe almost 2 inches of rain fell over parts of western Dane County. I checked the rain gauge here at the station. We were a little over an inch of rain today, but that was more the exception rather than the rule, as is typically the case when you have a more showery type of precipitation. North of Madison, the amounts of rain really dropped off up toward the Dells, just some sprinkles for the most part, but there are some showers moving on through, and then the farther south you go, the more widespread the rain was. But right now, the main area of showers is lifting to the north and west, north of the Wisconsin River, a more concentrated area of showers across parts of Iowa. But down to the south, we're seeing some thunderstorms over parts of of northern Illinois, and these are lifting northward, so expect the possibility for some scattered showers or a thunderstorm tonight into tomorrow. Future track rainfall through this weekend. We're looking at generally pretty light amounts of rain, probably less, about a tenth to a quarter of an inch of rain in addition to what we've already gotten through the day tomorrow. But then as we head in through the weekend should be mainly dry, and then we'll see some chances for showers and thunderstorms around Monday and Tuesday of next week, and then maybe another chance from Wednesday into early Thursday of next week. And you add that all together, and we're looking at rainfall amounts somewhere in the neighborhood of about 1 inch to 1.5 inches across southern Wisconsin. It'll help a little bit because that's slightly above average for this time of year, but the U.S. Drought Monitor just came out today through Tuesday, still with moderate drought conditions from Madison southward, severe drought conditions down toward the Illinois state line, and out to the west. The drought continues out west. Exceptional drought in those darker shaded areas of red through California, Oregon, Washington, up into Montana. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. Some showers expected tomorrow, along with perhaps a couple of isolated thunderstorms, but this weekend should be warm. Highs will be in the upper 70s on Saturday and around 80 degrees on Sunday with little in the way of rain chances. Next week should be mild with temperatures mainly in the 70s through Thursday, but there will be some chances for showers and thunderstorms. Over the last 24 hours, our temperatures have dropped off a little bit just because of the cloud cover. Notice to the north and west, those temperatures dropping across Montana and western North Dakota, and yet they're still in the upper 60s to the middle 70s, above normal for this time of year. The 80s have been shifted down to the south a little bit, but all of the upper Midwest seeing unusually warm temperatures, and that's because the jet stream continues up to the north. That area of low pressure that we've been tracking across the southern part of the United States, that's what brought the rain to Alabama, the flooding rains there, now lifting northward. The area a little bit drier as it moves into the Midwest, so the heavier thunderstorms shifting off to the east on the southern end of this system. Our rain not nearly as heavy as what they saw down in Alabama, but still, at least we're getting some welcome rain out of this. There's that area of low pressure. It'll track almost directly across southern Wisconsin overnight, but temperatures are mild even in the areas of rain. 60s where the showers are occurring, where there's some sunshine. Away from the Great Lakes, temperatures are mainly in the 70s. The forecast for tomorrow calls for mostly cloudy skies. It'll remain mild, but there'll be some scattered showers and perhaps a few thunderstorms with a high temperature of 72. On future track, you can see the showers tonight, perhaps a couple of thunderstorms as well into tomorrow morning. Much of the day tomorrow, some off and on rain, but by late tomorrow afternoon, it'll start to wind down, and those additional rainfall amounts probably around 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. Some areas might get a little bit more if you get a heavier thunderstorm. 7 to 10 day forecast, near 80 on Saturday, 80 on Sunday, still in the 70s through next week with some shower and thunderstorm chances. The end of the week should be dry. Temperatures might be a little bit cooler, but still those temperatures are slightly above normal. By the end of the next week, the average high temperature is around 60 degrees. As we check out first warn traffic this afternoon, on the Beltline, we're seeing some delays on the eastbound Beltline, especially. It looks like there's an accident that's showing up now somewhere around Todd Drive. So the eastbound Beltline, about almost a half-hour trip from University Avenue to the interstate, 18 minutes going back in the westbound direction. Heading out of Madison from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990, it'll take you 25 minutes. US 12, Middleton to Sauk City is a 17-minute trip, and downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151 will take you 18 minutes. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. A deal has been reached to keep the U.S. from defaulting on its debts. The latest on raising the debt limit. That's ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get more enjoyment out of your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, receive up to $6,500 off sunrooms. This offer won't last long. Call today.
Patio enclosures. If you worry about a slip or fall climbing over a high-sided bathtub, then call Mad City Baths. Get a beautiful walk-in shower with a low-threshold entrance installed in as little as 1 day. It's a safer way to bathe, but don't just take our word for it. Our customers say it best.
It's something every person who's older like us needs to have in their bathroom, in their house. A place where you can walk in and out and not worry about falling.
Now's the time to call. It's our spooktacular savings event. Save $400 with interest-free financing for 6 months, plus a $25 Walmart gift card with estimate. The call during this program will double your savings. Save $800 on a new bath or shower, 12 months interest-free financing, and receive a $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate, plus an extra $250 in Mad City cash for your next home improvement project. Call 608-729-4466.
Join Anytime Fitness for just $1 now through October 12th. Anytime Fitness gives you 24/7 support with expert coaching on all things fitness, nutrition, and everything in between. Now through October 12th, join for just $1. Visit AnytimeFitness.com today.
Now at the Century House. Get up to $1,500 stressless credit to put toward additional seating and accessories. Or save $500 on stressless signature-based recliners and ottomans, or recliners with classic power. It's time for Stressless, proud to be endorsed by the American Chiropractic Association. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
As you remodel, don't toss your cabinets and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Give your items a second life while proceeds build Habitat for Humanity homes. Donate today. Habitat Restore, Dane County.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
Get more enjoyment out of your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, receive up to $6,500 off sunrooms. This offer won't last long. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Senate Democrats and Republicans say they have struck a deal to raise the debt ceiling through early December, avoiding what could have become an economic disaster in less than 2 weeks. The Senate is expected to vote on a short-term measure to raise the federal debt limit through December 3rd. It comes after a day of negotiations triggered by Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell's statement that his party would temporarily give up its objections, allowing Democrats to raise the debt ceiling into December.
The pathway our Democratic colleagues have accepted will spare the American people any near-term crisis.
It is simply a temporary delay, and we're going to be back in the same soup in December.
The debt ceiling increase expires the same day as the temporary government funding extension, setting the stage for another possible budget showdown in less than 2 months.
Federal authorities say 18 former NBA players have been arrested on charges alleging they defrauded the league's health and welfare benefit plan out of $4 million. The indictment says the ex-players and one of their spouses engaged in a widespread scheme to defraud the plan by submitting false and fraudulent claims for reimbursement of medical and dental expenses that were never incurred.
One former player, Terrence Williams, was the scheme's linchpin. He provided the other former players with false invoices for medical and dental procedures that they never received.
Among those charged was Anthony Allen, a 6-time all-defensive team selection and a member of the 2008 champion Boston Celtics.
Stay with us for a final check of your First Warn forecast after a short break.
The ultimate sale is happening now at Ashley Home Store. Get ultimate discounts up to 50% off and get a bonus 10% off our sale prices at checkout. Plus 3 years interest-free financing with no minimum purchase. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Doesn't this look relaxing? A walk-in tub with hydrotherapy makes bathing more enjoyable. Call Mad City Baths to have yours installed in as little as 1 day. Or choose a custom tub to shower conversion with a low step-in or barrier-free entrance. Mad City is Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for custom bath solutions. Time's running out to call during our spooktacular savings event. Save $400 with interest-free financing for 6 months and a $25 Walmart gift card with estimate. But it's your last chance to call during this program to double your savings. Save $800 on a new bath or shower with 12 months interest-free financing and a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. And you'll get $250 in Mad City cash towards your next home improvement project. Dial 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Can you get this? I don't have my wallet.
Oh, really? It's funny how that always happens.
It's funny.
With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone. Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos. You can also pay them back with Zelle. So many ways for you to pay.
Awesome.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet. That's the BMO effect. And right now, open a new BMO Harris account online in just 5 minutes.
At U.S. Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. While the other guys may limit your options, at U.S. Cellular, you choose any phone and we make it free. That's right, visit our store and any phone you see is free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month and get the most out of our state-of-the-art network, wherever you choose to go. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
A massive resettlement has Wisconsin veterans stepping up in a big way.
You really do see sort of the excitement, on their faces.
Susan Simon talks to Team Rubicon about its mission to get donations to Afghan refugees. Tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
The ultimate mattress sale is happening now at Ashley Home Store. Ultimate savings on Tempur-Pedic, Beautyrest, and Purple mattresses. Plus, ultimate doorbusters at up to 65% off. And free delivery within 5 days on in-stock beds. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Here's what we're working on tonight. 28 million children could soon be eligible for the Pfizer vaccine when the shot and smaller doses may be available. Plus, could mandatory vaccines for airline employees lead to a holiday travel nightmare this year? We'll explain. And how ransomware attacks against America's hospitals are leading to deadly consequences. The CBS Evening News is just minutes away.
Let's go back to Gary. Final check of the forecast.
We had a little peak of sun here at the station about 5 minutes ago, and now you can see the clouds building back in. The Platteville Queen Bee Radio Skycam shows plenty of clouds there, but most of the showers are north and east of Madison. There are some thunderstorms to the south across northern Illinois that'll move into southern Wisconsin overnight. Otherwise, temperatures are still in the mid-60s to the lower 70s.
We'll be back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6 CBS Evening News coming your way next. Stay tuned.